And we are live. Good evening, everyone. Or should I say good afternoon, good morning, good night, depending on where you're tuning in from. My name is Nipun Sharma, and this is another episode of Let's Talk Transfers. I'm not keeping account of this because this is only going to happen during the transfer windows. So throughout to the 31st of August, which is deadline day, and throughout the month of January. Joining me today is North London's very own owner and presenter on THFC Till I Die, Miss Ellie Hoiberg. How are you doing? And how's your husband?
Right. Yeah, I'm resigned. I'm probably resigned to losing Hoiberg, even though I messaged him today on his private chat, and I said, "Please don't go. I'm going to be devastated." My name is Queen Ellie Hoiberg. Yeah, so
who will you?
Which player? To pronounce his name. Because his name is actually pronounced Hoiberg. Right, but everybody calls him Hoiberg, don't they? Because
I always try and stay true to the native pronunciations myself.
Yeah.
For example, I say Erling Braut Haaland because that's the native Norwegian pronunciation. A lot of people just say Haaland. That's incorrect.
I know, it is.
Our first comment of the evening. Big up yourself, Zane. How are you?
Big up. A good name.
So since this is a transfer-related show, are you happy with your transfer windows so far?
Yes and no, because obviously we brought in a talented player like Maddison. I've got Hoiberg on the brain. Maddison, he's a fantastic player, and he'll bring goals and assists to our side for sure. And then we brought in Solomon on the free, who's a tremendous little winger. And he'll fight for every ball. He'll give his 100% every game, which I'm happy with. And then we've neglected the defence, Nippon, and we need to shore up our defence because we were probably the third or fourth worst defence in the whole of the league, and it made us finish 8th in the end. Because however good Harry Kane is. Right,
but hey, you still finished above us, though. You still finished above us, though.
I know, but that wasn't hard this season because you had a dreadful season.
But hey,
Chelsea standards.
But hey, that's not a trophy. That's not a trophy. Finishing above said team isn't a trophy unless that team finishes second and you finish first, which wins you the league.
What was worse?
I mean, for me, second is
or not winning a trophy.
Look, for example, this will sound mad. Chelsea, Arsenal, and Tottenham and Liverpool have all won the same amount of trophies this season.
I know, 0.
3 of which have had a season from hell.
Yeah, you did, right? But when you think about it, right, all right, Arsenal finished in the top. They finished second and they got Champions League. But they blew it.
They're not winning it.
They blew it, didn't they?
It was
they bottled it
100%. For all the pain my own club has caused me,
it's correct. Everything's gone silent, and they're all over in Thailand where they've had a monsoon, and we couldn't even play Leicester because of it. And nothing's happening on our transfer. It's like they're saying, "All right, we'll go with Dyer and Davies again." We don't want to be subjected to those 2 players. Or Sanchez looks like he's on his way out, so that's one good thing. But we're going to have Dyer. And poor Postecoglou, if he has to play him because he hasn't got no choice, I feel sorry for him because all that good work. And if we lose Kane on top of that, whoa, we're in big, deep trouble.
Do you not think that I've heard certain content creators saying if you lose Kane, more people it'll free up the space. More players will get the ball and all that because they were saying like, oh, right now you just have to feed it to Kane, feed it to Kane, feed it to Kane.
Yeah, but look, we feed it to the players still, right? The other players get a lot of the ball and they don't score. I think Højbjerg was our second top scorer, I think. Or maybe even better. No, I think Bentancur was with 6 goals. That's how bad it is.
Sorry, I shouldn't laugh, Ellie, because I shouldn't laugh because we've had a terrible season too.
You know, when Højbjerg is one of your top scorers, you know something's wrong because he's not a goal scorer. He's a combative player who breaks up play.
He's a defensive midfielder.
He's a defensive midfielder. Yeah.
Same with I think it was this season or a few seasons ago. Oh, I don't know which season it was. That Jorginho was Chelsea's top goal scorer.
Oh no. Then you know something.
As in, like, yeah, like that's something mirroring you, basically. Like a defensive midfielder is the top scorer for both of our teams.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if Kane came to Chelsea, for example, would you be happy with that? Because lots of Chelsea fans, my future son-in-law, he's a Chelsea fan, right? He said he'll take Kane, but there's other Chelsea fans and even Arsenal fans. And
are you sure he's not saying it because you're his mother-in-law?
Yeah, I'm going to be his mother-in-law. He's a Chelsea fan. Yeah.
As in, like, are you sure he's not saying that out of fear? Are you sure he's not saying that out of fear?
No, because he said it. He said it before Kane was put on the market. Well, really, he's put himself on the market by not signing the contract, hasn't he? Really, but he said it.
Well, that leaves Daniel Levy with no choice to sell him to someone, to sell him to the highest bidder.
Yeah.
Look,
well, the thing
look,
is,
for us, I'm going to be real. Yeah. Us signing Kane is just a pipe dream because Daniel Levy will never sell. You know, like, you know what will happen? I know he won't because Daniel Levy's known not to do business with Chelsea and Arsenal. Sol Campbell left on a free, so I wouldn't count that Sorry.
It's okay.
I shouldn't have said that.
Don't worry. Don't worry.
But yeah,
I've
been saying this to many Tottenham supporters.
Yeah,
I've been saying this to many Tottenham supporters that the real Judas in your club is Daniel Levy.
I agree. And Brian Daigle would agree as well. Look, I've been on that protest line so often, right? Just recently I joined the protests, but I've been on quite a lot so far, about 4 or 5. And every time I'm on there, the consensus is it's Levy's. Well, the buck always stops with the top man. That's what I say. He's the one pulling the strings. He's the one with the checkbook, right? And if you're not signing players of Kane's ilk, you've got to get the players that are of his standard. You can't buy players like Bergwijn, like Fernandes, you know, not the Man United Fernandes, the other one, right? You can't buy those sort of players because they're not of his standard. Just wait 1 second. I'm going to just turn my, because somebody's trying to get into my bathroom. It's probably my husband.
Okay. So what are you man saying in the comments? Weren't Spurs close to signing Mickey van der Ven and Edmund Tapsova? Everything's gone silent. I'm going to leave Ellie to answer that question when she comes back. Daniel Levy's like, forget my clothes getting dry. I am more worried. Daniel Levy's a parasite. If Tottenham get a centre-back, they will be fine. I agree. Money talks, Nippon. If Bayern, of course, Levy can't refuse from Bayern. But the thing is, Bayern are not Tottenham's rivals. Chelsea are. I would take Kane at Chelsea 100%, but Tottenham will never sell him to us. Correct. And they will never sell to us. Yo, big up yourself, Ravi. Who is the guest? Her name is Ellie. She runs a channel called THFC Till I Die. So yeah, go subscribe to her if you haven't already.
Sorry, my daughter needed to go to the bathroom. That's where I am today because I don't want to disturb the rest of the house. But I can see where you're. I was listening to all your people in your chat. Do you think, right? Do you think Spurs fans will go crazy? Say we sell him to PSG or Bayern and he wins a trophy and then he comes back to England because it's reported that he's building a house quite near Chelsea. Right, which is understandable because it's a beautiful area to build a house. But do you think he might come?
For me, I doubt it. But I'm telling you one thing: if he does come,
holding the keys, it's going to be the Bayern chairman or the PSG chairman who are going to be holding his contract.
I'm telling you one thing: if he does, which I highly doubt, look, yeah. I might support my club, but I'm also realistic with what I want from them and what we will get.
Yeah, I agree.
So I don't think we are signing Harry Kane.
Well, have you signed any strikers yet?
We signed a guy from Villarreal called Nicholas Jackson.
All right.
But he seemed decent in pre-season. He scored in both our games. Yeah. During pre-season. Other than that, we haven't heard anything of getting any sort of strikers.
I think you need a proper
Christopher Niall, big up yourself, Niall. But Christopher Nkunku is not a striker. He's an attacking midfielder. He's basically a Firmino. He's not really a striker. He's more of an attacking number 10, if you will.
If he's an attacking goals, midfielder. That's the main thing. If he gets goals,
exactly.
Yeah, he can contribute to your season.
I wouldn't go that far, Zane. Look,
looks like a baby Drogba.
I'm going to. No, there will never be another Drogba.
Nah, he was the ultimate player for Chelsea. Brilliant. I loved him as a player. I really did. I thought he was the bee's knees of all strikers. Very strong, powerful in the air, fought for every ball and scored goals. What more do you want out of a striker? Brilliant.
Of course. Now, as I was saying about Harry Kane, look, one thing I know will happen, as I've heard this among so many Tottenham supporters, is that if he signs for Chelsea, Levy is going to have so many riots happening outside.
I think he won't be...
Like, all eyes will be on Daniel Levy
I know.
If Kane signs for Chelsea. I mean, like, you've let a player leave for a London rival.
Yeah. I know. There'll be uproar. There will be. And I don't know.
I think if I'm honest with you, go on. Sorry.
Fine. No, I just think the protests will heat up against Levy because they won't stand for that, selling him to Chelsea. So listen, I don't hate Chelsea like other Spurs fans. I think the younger generation, like we were talking before the stream started, they do. They don't like it. So I'm one of these people. Wherever he goes, I want him to be happy because Harry Kane deserves to win a trophy. That's one thing for sure.
You know, I have a funny feeling if he does leave, or should I say when he leaves Tottenham, because he's not signing a new contract. I think what will happen is he will go to wherever he wins a trophy and then sign and then come back to Tottenham.
Yeah, Teddy Sheringham.
And then retire.
Yeah, Teddy Sheringham done that.
after winning the treble.
Yeah, and Gareth Bale done it as well. He came back. But the thing is, he's still not that old, Harry Kane, and the type of role he plays, he doesn't have to be super fit because he's not playing like an ultimate number 9 role. He's playing like a 10-9. You know, he plays both roles.
Of course.
Yeah. He's
His
a bit
link-up
like
play
Rooney
is
as he
so
got older.
underrated.
Yeah.
His
Like, you know
link-up play is so underrated.
Yeah. Like, you know, when Rooney was at Man United and as he got older, he dropped into that number 10 role and he done it very well because he lost a little bit of pace.
Of course.
Yeah.
The thing with Kane is that he doesn't rely on his pace.
No, he doesn't.
So
he's
he will.
In the head.
In my opinion, people are saying old, and no, I see him at the highest level until I'm losing my words here. I see him at the highest level until he's at least in his mid to late 30s.
Yeah, I would say maybe 35, 36, he'll be still playing at this level.
Of course.
And then he'll drop off slowly because like Teddy Sheringham, he played to 38, 39. I think he was even older than that for a lesser team. I think he went into 41 in the end. Because, you know, football...
Nice.
It's in the brain. If you're ahead of your opponent in your brain and you're a clever footballer, you don't have to have pace, you know. It only helps when you're younger. When you're older and you're more cultured and you're more of an all-round player like Harry Kane is, yeah. But some people don't even rate him.
Zane has a question for you. I'm assuming it's for you because it's about Tottenham. So weren't Spurs close to signing Mickey van der Ven? Yeah, go on.
Yeah, because Mickey van der Ven, we agreed personal terms with him and with Tapsoba, but then it went all quiet and then nothing. They're on tour now and there's no news coming out, like breaking news, that we're going to sign these 2 players. And then we're turning our attention to other lesser players. Like we've turned to Galatasaray and tried to palm off Sanchez to get Nelson. Now, Nelson is a very good player, but he's not a Tapsoba because I've seen what Tapsoba does. He's a very physical player and he's strong and he's very versatile. And same with Van der Ven. He's more of a pacey defender, but we can't go for our second choices. We should be busting our gut to get these 2 boys in, you know, because they're our first choices. And like everything's gone quiet and it's so annoying. It's frustrating. Now, I hope I answered your question.
I hear that.
Yeah. It's like you guys with your striker.
It's Daniel Levy sticking his nose in everything.
Yeah, he does. Because he likes to be the man in the centre of everything. He's like the big spider, you know, like, and he's weaving his web. But like what he does, he weaves part of the web. This is how I describe, and then he pulls it down because you can't strengthen in one area and then leave the area you were weakest at. You were the 4th weakest league side in defence, right? And then leave it the same and expect a different result. And if they lose Kane as well, God help Spurs. I know Postecoglou's a very talented coach, but without your back line, you're nothing. You need a strong defence.
Of course.
That's how clubs win the league, with a strong defence and a fabulous attack.
Goals win games, defence wins you titles.
Yes, I agree with that wholeheartedly. Yeah. And it's been proven throughout the years, regardless of what era it's been. I mean, when Spurs were fantastic in the 60s, we had Dave Mackay at the back and Danny Blanchflower. They were fabulous. They like having 6 defenders when you've got those 2. You know, but we haven't got that anymore. We've got Eric Dyer. For God's sake, Spurs, get a life. Oh,
God.
he's
Eric
such a
Dyer.
fake. Everybody, even opposition fans, don't like him, but they don't like him because, well, they love him because they know they can score against him as well.
Look, look, a lot of opposition fans just say, their managers just say, just target Dyer when we're playing Tottenham.
I know.
That's literally what they say.
Yeah, he ruins everything we do good. I don't know if you watched the Liverpool
Like
game.
there's certain defenders that if you partner them, they will make you look better. You put a decent defender next to Eric Dyer, he will make them look 10 times worse.
I know, because he's got Romero, who's a fabulous defender. All right, he's got a bit of a disciplinary headache sometimes, but he can defend the boy. He's like I call him the submarine because he goes and he sniffs out danger because Dyer is half asleep and he's too slow to recover, so he has to do a lot of Dyer's work as well. So there you go. I've put it in a nutshell now. We need to get rid of Eric Dyer as well, but we're not. He survives every season. Oh.
He's a bit like a cockroach, isn't he?
Yeah, he won't go away. You want to stamp on him, but he won't go away.
Yeah, same with some of our players actually. Yeah. Like there are certain players in Chelsea that we just didn't want, and they just wouldn't go away.
I know. Well, you've lost Kante now, haven't you? He's gone to Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, and then you sold Kai Havertz to Arsenal. What did you think?
Yeah, he's dead to me now. He's dead to me.
Right, but did you like him as a player?
I did, especially after that UCL goal he scored for us.
I know he won you the Champions League. All right.
And then he's signed for the enemy. I mean, like as long as he's there, I don't want him to win. Look, obviously, as a rival, no, look, he's dead to me. I don't want. Yeah. Look, I hope he rots there.
And what about Mount going to Man United?
Hurts, but not as much as Kai Havertz going to Arsenal.
Yeah, I can understand.
Because Arsenal, I hate more than I hate Man United.
Yeah, and they always seem to beat you, don't they, at your ground? Or they do very well at your ground.
Honestly,
it's almost like the match is fixed. They say, let Arsenal win. I don't like it. It looks like the match is fixed. Because you know when they beat you 4-2, that match looked fixed. I think your chairman must like their chairman or something. You know these rich men. They talk together.
No, that happened when we had a lot of results go against us when Abramovich was our chairman as well. So it's not like an American thing.
Yeah.
Because both our chairmans are American now.
Yeah, but they're all Jewish American anyway, aren't they? The Kroenke.
Todd Bowley's not Jewish. I don't think Todd Bowley's Jewish.
No, he's not. But Kroenke is at Arsenal, and Abramovich was a Russian Jew, isn't he? He's Russian Jewish. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So he is.
They've got close-knit community, the billionaire community. They talk.
Do you think that's okay? I don't want to shy away from football too much, but do you think that's why Daniel Levy signed Solomon?
Yeah,
because Solomon's from Israel.
No, not because we don't generally sign any Israeli players. It's very rare. I mean, we had Vinny Samways who came through our youth team, and we've had a few other Jewish players, but not many. In terms of where a Jewish club, you'd expect it, but no, they don't. But talking about Ted Bowley, he's very good friends with Daniel Levy, I hear.
Maybe that's why you won that game at the Bridge.
Yeah, And they both like motor racing, don't they? The Formula One. Bit like our Dermot.
Well, who knows? Well, who knows? You guys could trade places with Arsenal for being the North London club who always somehow finds a way to get a result against Chelsea.
Yeah. Well, we lost to Arsenal twice last season, and we drew with you and beat you, didn't we?
You have no idea how much I want. Obviously not Chelsea. Obviously not Chelsea versus Tottenham, but you have no idea how much I wanted you guys to win that game, both at the Lane and at the Emirates.
Yeah, but we tend to lose at their ground. I think we've only won one game in 21 years at their stadium.
And that was when you guys...
We've been doing very well, apart from last season when they beat us 2-0. And
I think last season for them was a one-off. I have a funny feeling they will not go again.
Yeah, I don't think they'll do as good as last season. Even with Rice.
Me neither.
Do you know what? I don't even rate that Rice that highly. I don't really rate him that highly.
Look, I think he's a good player.
Don't get me wrong, but he doesn't score goals. He hardly assists. Højbjerg had better.
He's a defensive midfielder. He's a defensive midfielder.
He's a defensive midfielder. And he can bring the ball forward. Don't get me wrong, but I don't rate him not because of his stats, because football's not all about stats. I just don't think I think he's overrated. That's my opinion. I mean, what do people in your chat believe? Do they think he's overrated, or do they think he's, it's a good signing? I think we got the better signing in Maddison. Because Maddison's going to score you 15 goals minimum, and he's going to assist at least that. Yeah,
of course.
What's Declan Rice going to do? He's not going to score 15 goals, is he?
Of course not. But they needed like a destroyer in midfield, and that's what Declan Rice is.
Yeah.
He does that role for England as well.
I think they would have been better off buying Højbjerg because he's a better player, in my opinion.
Yeah, you'd have to change your surname though to something else.
Yeah, if he does leave, I think I'm going to be called Ellie Madders because I love Maddison. I think he's a fabulous player. Queen Ellie Madders.
Yeah, my favourite.
I like Basuma as well. He's going to come good this year because he was fabulous at Brighton, but he never got much of a chance under Conte. He kept on chopping and changing the team. So we'll see a different Basuma this year.
I think one of our... I honestly feel we went for the wrong Villarreal striker.
Yeah.
We should have that Gerard Moreno.
Yeah, the experienced lad.
He's Yeah. I mean, like, he's on the wrong side of 30, but...
Yeah, but he's fabulous, isn't he? He scores for fun.
Yeah. His goals, he does score, but he's only had... I just noticed that he's only had one season in which he's scored more than 20 goals, which surprises me.
Yeah, but he contributes for the whole of the team. The thing is with him, I think he's a local boy, and that's his club, isn't it? I think that's his club.
Yeah, he reminds me of the Spanish Harry Kane, local lad playing for the team. He's not a one club man. Moreno's not a one club man. I believe he used to play for Espanyol before.
Yeah. No, I know he played for them, but I think he loves Villarreal. He's fallen in love with that club. And they won the UEFA Cup against Man United, didn't they? So that was pretty good. I did a show on the Spanish women with El Tel Coquerel, who's Jose. He's a Spanish guy, right? And it was a really good show. But I like Spanish football in general. It's fabulous Spanish football. The way they play the game is the right way.
Yeah, I like their possession.
Yeah,
Yeah,
They're
tiki
very
taka.
technical. Every Spanish boy, when they start at a club, they're taught such technical skill, and by the time they get into the first team, they've honed it. They don't have to work on it. They're way ahead technically. They're on the par with the Brazilians, I would say.
I know this isn't about international football, but I'm
Yeah.
telling you now, if England hire a Spanish manager, we go far in every tournament. I'm telling you now.
Yeah, we
Because
would.
he will
We should
teach.
get Pep Guardiola, shouldn't we? Pep Guardiola would be our perfect
Nah,
manager.
I think he wanted the Brazil job, but now Don Carlo has it.
Yeah. I think maybe he'll go and manage Spain, I would imagine, because he is very patriotic. He loves his country, you can tell that. Yeah, and he played for Barcelona throughout the years. He was he wasn't like a superstar, but he was a very, very important player for Barcelona, you know. So, and then he took that into his management. He's been a fabulous coach for Man City, regardless of the money. Regardless of the money, he knows how to play football. That man, I love the way he makes Man City play. They're fabulous to watch. You can't argue with that. And maybe we're all jealous because they're winning everything. They really are.
I'm surprised Ange Postecoglou has never managed Greece.
Yeah, that's true. You know what? He was born in Greece, but he left when he was a young boy. I think he was only 4 or 5 when he left to go to Australia. So he's Greek Australian. He's obviously got Greek heritage, and he's proud of his Greek heritage. But he grew up in Australia, so he really was in the Australian leagues, and he managed them at all levels. So he was very successful, apart from one period where he didn't do so well. But every other management position he's done exceptionally well. So I'm hoping that Spurs Daniel Levy gets his checkbook and gets those 2 defenders signed, because we really do need it. Even three
100%.
would be perfect, but I don't think the budget's going to spread to that.
Anyway, Niall here says West Ham have put a bid in for Conor Gallagher, one of our players. Now,
he'll be a good fit.
Apparently, Tottenham are in for him as well.
Yeah, but I don't think we need him. Nah, because we've got Maddison, right? I know he's a defensive midfielder, Conor Gallagher, but he can get forward as well.
He's box to box. He's a number 8.
Yeah, he's more of a box to box, isn't he? He's a proper number 8.
Him and Maddison are not the same type of midfielder.
Yeah, he's more he can defend, but he's more offensive. He does his best work up the top. Yeah, and he's good at arriving into the box and scoring the odd goal here and there. But I think West Ham, because they've lost Declan Rice, they should go for him, and they should get another defensive midfielder, like a solid one. Yeah, if they want to compete.
What about the Moroccan guys? Sofiane Amrabat.
Amrabat, he's a fabulous player. I loved him. In the World Cup, Morocco were fabulous, weren't they? They were absolutely stunning.
Yeah, they were my second team. They were my second team.
Oh my God, I really wanted them to go to the final. So unlucky, but they played out of their skin. They gave absolutely everything, that Moroccan team. Yeah, you know what? If I would have been so proud. Yeah,
I would. There's one. Look, I thought France. I thought for some reason I find that Kylian Mbappé a bit of an unlikable person.
Yeah, a lot of people say that because he's like he takes over the whole of the club, doesn't he? And he stipulates what the club have to do to please him, right? But
And not even at
I
the.
agree with you. On the field, he's a fabulous player. There's no doubt about that.
Of course.
Yeah, he
But there's
delivers
one
as
thing I
well.
didn't like of him. There's one thing I didn't like of him, and that
Yeah.
was, you remember that laugh when Harry Kane scored the penalty.
Mm. Yeah.
And the funny thing is, he didn't even play that well in that game.
I know he played quite badly. Actually, he wasn't in the match much. But do you know what? I think he got into Harry Kane's brain because he was faffing about, wasn't he? And I think it put Harry Kane off a bit. Yeah, because Harry Kane missed one like that, exactly like that, against Eintracht Frankfurt in the Champions League. Right, because he missed. It was exactly the same. He skied it. Yeah, so I really felt for Harry Kane because all the opposition fans, they were taking the mickey out of him, weren't they? All the ones who don't like Spurs.
Whenever it's England, I never take the mickey out of a player, regardless of what team, regardless of the club.
Anyone can miss a penalty. Anyone, you know.
Of course.
It's a lottery. Penalties are a lottery, you know. Anybody can win a penalty shootout. It's just about holding your nerve. It's about bottle. It's not about skill most of the time.
LA Knight asks, why is the mega star comments being ignored? I don't see no mega star comments.
Does he mean himself? Maybe he means himself. He's the megastar, LA Knight.
Yeah.
Come on.
What are the LA Knights?
Yeah,
I have no idea.
I think he said he's got a question for us. Thanks for 65 Arsenal, lol. Is that 65 million? Is that what you...
Yeah, I think it is.
65 million. Is that how much they play for Havertz?
Yep.
Oh my God. Mind you,
oh my God, there's a bot in the chat.
Ah, right. We've got a bot.
Right. I'm gonna go on mute for 1 second.
Yeah. You don't have anybody who does your chat, like you know, like a moderator. Nippon, do you watch the Hotspur Hippie? Have you seen him? You're on mute. You're on mute. That's better. You're on mute.
Is he the one that has a Dumbledore-style beard?
Yes, he looks like Merlin, the magician. Yeah, he's got the beard, and yeah, he's brilliant. I love him. He's my mate as well, so I love him. He really is an old school fan as well, which I love. Yeah. He's been on the Irish Hotspur as well before. He comes on THFC Till I Die as well with us. Yeah, he's a lovely guy. He did a video on Eric Dyer.
When do we play each other?
Oh, Chelsea Spurs, the first game.
When do we play each other?
The first match. No, the first match is Spurs ladies.
No, our first match is against Liverpool.
Yeah, no. I mean, Spurs ladies are playing.
Okay.
No, your first match is against Liverpool.
Are you going to do a preview for that?
Why did they choose Liverpool? Do they want you to lose? Mind you do all right against Liverpool. You don't always lose to them.
I'm saying it now.
Right.
We don't always lose to them, but
you do quite well.
It's almost always a draw.
Yeah, it's normally a draw, or you win or they win, right? But they win more games then everybody Liverpool apart
or
from
on the
Man
odd
City.
occasion, it's quite competitive.
Yeah, they had a terrible season by their standards. They didn't win a trophy and they finished fifth. That's bad for Liverpool.
Jesus. Well, Nif Madman says, "What's my star sign?" Well, I'm a Libra, but can you just
You're
leave
Libra.
my chat?
That's
with
good.
all due respect.
You're like Mia. You know Mia, who does Spurs Between the Lines. She's a Libran as well.
Yeah, Mia Williams.
Very level-headed.
Yeah.
I'm Sagittarius myself. Like, we're supposed to be the most creative.
But when's your birthday? Just say it in the private chat.
28th of November. I don't know.
28th.
Yeah, 28th of November. My birthday.
Nice. Because a lot of people don't like saying their birthday live on stream.
I don't care. I'm at that age where I don't care anymore. It doesn't bother me. And I'm 60 years old now, so like most people don't think I'm 60 either. They think,
nice.
oh my God, Ellie. Right, but the thing is, I'm old.
If I was to put a number on you, I would say mid to late 40s. That's it.
Yeah, that's what most people say. Right, but you know what? It doesn't matter how old you are. It matters how you support your club, right? Because I don't care how old you are. If you're a proper supporter, you support them when they do things right. But when they do things wrong, it has to be said, isn't it, Nippon? If you disagree with something,
of course,
you've got to make it heard. Yeah.
Thanks, Niall.
No bombarding.
Jesus.
Well, yeah.
He's talking about the mods.
Yeah.
Honestly, these mods need to get a life. Hang on, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on subscribers only.
Yeah, right. Then you won't get all the idiots coming in and disturbing your stream.
Yeah.
So who do you think's been the best signing for all across the clubs? Who do you think's made the best signing so far? The one signing, who do you think's made the best?
Premier League or in general?
Just Premier League.
Oh, I've got to say Sandro Tonali to Newcastle.
Okay, yeah. I would say Maddison to Spurs. Not because I'm a Spurs supporter. It's because I know what he can bring to our club. He'll be like an Ericsson, but with more goals. Yeah, because Ericsson was never a
fair enough.
Scorer. Even if
Madison, do you think you've signed your Ericsson replacement? Because you didn't have one for a long time.
I know. We went without a central attacking midfielder, which is it's like football suicide. Because if you don't have, they played Harry Kane in that role. That's why they thought they'd skim. We're the ultimate club that wants to make savings here, there, and everywhere. We're such a stingy club. Go and spend the money.
But to be fair, Harry Kane does quite well as an attacking midfielder.
Yeah. No, but we've studied Spurs, right? But we spent it wrongly, right? We haven't bought I think we spent 56 or 58 million or even 60 million on Ndombele. And like the club want to get rid of him.
That used to be your old name, didn't it?
Say that again?
That used to be your previous Twitter handle.
Because when he first came, correctly. When he first came, he hit the ground running, right? And then you saw a sort of false Ndombele, but then you saw the real Ndombele when he really got into the season, and you could see that he wasn't lasting 60 minutes, yet alone 90 minutes. He didn't have the fitness, and he was carrying some weight. right? He was carrying a bit of weight, a bit of baggage around his midriff, and he couldn't last the whole game. So he's undoubtedly talented, the boy. He is talented, but he just hasn't got the focus or the application or the fitness. So you need those in football. You need your fitness because the Premiership is hard. You have to be super fit, right? You can have all the skill in the world, but if you're not fit to last that 90 minutes, even 80 minutes, if you can last 80 minutes in the Prem and influence a game, but he wasn't influencing the games. He was like dropping off, and we were leaving gaps because of it in midfield. Yeah, but you see when Bentancur and Højbjerg played together, much better, much better as a team. Yeah. I can't wait for Bentancur to come back as well.
That's not going to be until January, though, no?
The official line is that it will be back in January, but he's actually saying with his fitness coaches that he could even make it back in October or November. He's even said himself that he might make September, but that's a bit too optimistic. I think maybe November we might see him because he recovered very well.
Because I thought that was him done for most of this season too.
No, because they reckon that he's made such good progress, and his fitness coaches who are working with him, he's employed somebody else to work with him to get him up to that fitness. So his fitness coach probably said to him, "You might even be ready by September." But I think that's too optimistic. I think probably back end of October or November we'll see him. Yeah. But then you've got to get match fitness. It's no use, like, you know, when you've been out of the game for even a month, it's bad enough. But he's been out of the month for 6-7 months now. That's going to be hard for him to get that match fitness straight away. It's going to take him at least 6 weeks to get up to speed. So that means he's going to go to January anyway. Do you see what I mean? It's going to be January before we see the best of him.
Of course.
Yeah. ACL. You know, I was talking about ACL injuries in the women's game as well, because women have got six more chances of getting an ACL injury. There's 6 more women to every 1 man that gets an ACL injury. It's really bad in the women's game, and they're trying to work on it now. So hopefully they'll do something about that. I know this is a transfer show, so we'll get back to transfers. Who would you like Chelsea to sign next?
Next, we need to get this Caicedo deal across the line.
Yeah, that would be a fantastic signing.
I mean, we need to get here across the line. I mean, Arsenal and Man United have practically bankrolled it by giving us overly inflated fees for Havertz and Mount. I mean, like, I hope they both fail, but thank you very much for the money.
I know. Was it 65 mil for Havertz, and was it 55 for Mount? Is that right?
Yeah, I think 55 plus add-ons.
That's a lot of money, isn't it, into the Chelsea coffers? And you've offloaded loads of players as well. It's like what Pochettino did for Spurs. He cleared the first season. He saw, right, I've got to clear a lot of these players out, and then he built his own team. So you'll probably see the best of Pochettino next season rather than this season. I think this. Of
course,
season,
look, I'm not. Look, as in, like, obviously, what I want and what I will see are 2 different things. I want Chelsea to compete for the league and get to the latter stages of every cup competition possible. Yeah. But what I will see is that another, like, possible European finish.
Yeah.
And And we must welcome another person to the stream, Mr. Arrest from Arrest Talks Football. How are you doing?
Yeah,
Hey.
man. Apologies for being late, but yeah, I had to do some.
Well, lateness is greatness.
Better late
Lateness
than
is
never.
greatness. Big up Matisse, by the way.
Big up.
Yeah, big up.
So yeah, we were just talking about how you and Arsenal bankrolled Chelsea's transfer window.
Yeah. Listen, Mount.
Yeah, go on. Talk to me about Mount. Going missing in your win against.
Honestly, there's nothing really because we've always stood by him in your shoes. But no, listen, we'll see how Mount does this season. But Havertz, boy, oh boy. I don't know what Arsenal did, but
Go on, take him.
But I don't know if you saw, but Havertz against Man United in that pre-season, he was terrible, man. But Havertz.
Yeah, after that, yeah. Speaking of Havertz, thank you very much for the 65 million. Hope he rot. But they were going on about him after one game against, what was it, the American All-Stars, when he scored that volley. I was like, pipe down, wait till you play United.
Yeah,
and lo and behold, I was right. Where was Havertz?
He was in Kobe Mainoo's pocket. That youngster, really good, man. He is very, very special. But listen, I'm not gonna get carried away because we beat Liverpool 4-0 last year in the preseason. Look what happened after that. So listen, we're looking good preseason.
Yeah, we're not gonna. Have you had your 7-Up for that Arrest?
Listen, as I said, we're looking good for that preseason. I'm surprised that United aren't working faster the signings. We're trying to get them in the preseason, so that's something new that United are trying to do. But yeah, I saw videos of the USA fans chanting Glazers out. I also saw another video where Abraham Glazer was smiling when someone said to him, "Sell the club," which was embarrassing, but is what it is. I mean, he doesn't care about the club.
Abraham Glazer's a dickhead.
Yeah, he was smiling when someone told him to sell the club. But listen, that's not a surprise to me because he doesn't care about the club. But yeah, we're looking good in preseason. We haven't conceded, so yeah, hopefully keeps it coming. But yeah, we're looking good.
Well, look, I'm still at odds with Todd Bowley. I don't know. I think Ellie has made her view absolutely clear on Daniel Levy.
Yeah. Don't like him.
And I'm pretty sure she's on the same page as a lot of Tottenham supporters.
Give me Kane. Give me that Kane and Højlund. Listen, those two strikers. Oh, listen,
Højlund, I don't really rate that much, man.
Listen, he's only 20, so he's right. But
he's 22, isn't he?
I think he's like 21-ish. Yeah. 21, 22.
But
so
the thing is, he scores goals. That's what counts at the end of the day.
Scores goals. You know who else was around 21, 22 who used to score a lot of goals and then join Man United?
Yeah.
I'll give you a hint. He currently wears the number 9.
For who?
For Man United.
Yeah, I know.
He wears the number 9 for Man United.
I know you're talking about, but what was I going to say? Listen, United, something tells me what late August bid for Harry Kane, I could see something happening for that. So if only we had... Oh, yeah. Yeah. To that comment.
I don't think
R.I.P. Trevor Francis, the first ever £1 million... £1 million footballer.
I've seen him played so many times, Trevor Francis. Jimmy Greaves didn't like him very much, though, because he was the first £1 million player. Well, because I don't know, he just didn't like him. He said it in his autobiography as well. There was something about him that he didn't like. But mustn't talk ill of the dead. I liked him as a player. I thought he was a great player, very skillful.
Of course.
Yeah.
Look, how much, speaking of transfer fees, and this is a transfer show, how much do you think Jimmy Greaves would be worth in the current market? Like a primed Jimmy Greaves who scored a lot of goals.
So he's the English top scorer.
I'd say about
isn't he?
80 to 100 million. I'd say about north of 50 million. I'd say north of 50 million.
Like at his peak, you'd put £100 million on his head or more.
On his head.
Yeah, because like he was the ultimate goal scorer. He's still the English record breaker. Nobody's broken his record. I think it's 357 goals
For who?
for Spurs. No, but that was for his whole career. He scored 266 goals for us, but Harry Kane broke his Spurs record, but he hasn't broken his other record of 357 goals. Nobody's beaten that yet.
Was that for like the English First Division?
Yeah, because he played for West Ham, Spurs, and he played for Chelsea first of all. So he went to Chelsea, he came to Spurs.
I know he played for Chelsea. I did not know he played for West Ham.
Yeah, he played for you first, but then he went to West Ham after Spurs.
So a bit like Teddy Sheringham. The only difference is that Teddy Sheringham never played for Chelsea.
Yeah. He was good at Manchester United, Teddy Sheringham, and Berbatov. We've given you two fantastic strikers, Man United. What are you going to give us back?
We'll give him Maguire and Dyer, like Maguire and Dyer connection. I'll be good.
Hey, how about this? How about this? The shit trade-off. You give a rest, Eric Dyer, and then he gives you
Nippon,
Harry Maguire.
80 million plus Harry Maguire.
Yeah. Everybody tells me, as Spurs, they're not very knowledgeable, some Spurs fans. They say, I like to have the England Maguire or the Leicester Maguire. He was never that good. He was never, when he came to Man
You know why he looks good for England? You know why he looks good for England? Because he's surrounded by better defenders.
Yeah. And also at Leicester.
John Stones.
Yeah.
Look, he has John Stones plays alongside him for England, who I think is a better defender. At Leicester, he had what's his name? Johnny Evans.
Johnny Evans, he's at Man United. He's back at Man United now. So.
Wes Morgan was playing out of his skin. Yeah, and
Wes Morgan. He was always surrounded by better defenders.
But Nippon, Maguire has Varane next to him, and Maguire's still struggling, so that's a bit concerning for him. And with Maguire, I've never called him, what Saeed did, Harry Beckham, all this rubbish that Saeed used to call him. So, listen, it's time to sell him. And
big up Saeed, though, man.
Yeah, big up, man, big up. I played against him on FIFA actually, so big up to him. But what I was saying, I do think Maguire will go to West Ham. Though I think I could see him go to West Ham. So
he's a very West Ham signing, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
You know who? I have a wild take. Speaking of Phil Jones, I would say Phil Jones is a better defender than Harry Maguire. That sounds freaky, I know.
Yeah, Johnny Evans.
But he's a better defender than Harry Maguire.
Listen, we got Johnny Evans back at the club.
Look, you just got him back. I know.
As a player or as like a coach?
For Johnny Evans, no, he's as a player. He's working on his fitness.
Are you serious?
I'm serious. He's working on his fitness.
Are you?
Go check it up. He's working on his fitness.
He's a decent defender, though.
We might give him more.
I thought you were just trolling me.
He was involved in the not in Arsenal game, but before in the Lyon game, he was involved in the second half. Now Johnny Evans is back, and apparently United might give him a 1-year contract. So I don't know.
Yeah, why not?
Oh my god! Oh my god!
He was a loyal servant to Man United before.
Listen, Johnny Evans is better player than Maguire.
With Leicester.
He won the league with Man United as well. So
yeah, he won the league with Man United and he's won it with Leicester. So you can't put the player down.
I think Nippon's writing him off already.
Look, he won.
laughing. Is it because
Not
of his
Harry
age?
No, Johnny Evans. Johnny Evans. I'm not. When did I
Johnny
ever?
Evans
I
is
just
better than Maguire.
laughed.
Though. He's better than Maguire.
No,
Definitely.
I never said he was a bad defender. I just didn't believe you when you said you'd signed him.
Yeah.
No,
I
we
never
did,
wrote
yeah.
him off.
He's working on his fitness. I think we're giving him a short-term contract, but I think what I'm seeing is apparently Ten Hag's been impressed by him in training. But yeah, we'll just see how that happens.
He's
He is the model
professional.
professional.
Yeah, he's a very good.
He's always welcome
professional.
that, you know, anyway. So it's like, you know, he's a great legend for us. But
Yeah.
as I was saying, United, man, I'm liking the way how we're doing in this window.
You need another defender like Vidic. Vidic was
We
fabulous.
already got that. We got Lisandro Martinez for that.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah, listen.
But like, he hasn't got the power. He hasn't got the same power as Vidic. Like Vidic was a big presence in your team. I used to love watching him play because he was like full-blooded, like, and he would score the most brilliant headers and get you the win. It's fabulous. No one would go near him when that ball come across from the corner. No one could get near him because he was so powerful. Brilliant player.
I think Lisandro is a bit similar. Lisandro, you can see him goals. But listen, I don't know if you guys saw that tackle that he did in preseason against Arsenal, but Lisandro, he's not scared to do anything. But obviously, I'm not saying that he's Vidic, but Lisandro Martinez, he can reach up to that levels for me.
Yeah.
I definitely agree. We need a centre back, but I don't think. In this window, we're working on to get a striker, then a centre mid. I mean, that's it for United. But yeah, I mean, we could have got Kim Min Jae, but he went to Bayern, so it is what it is. But yeah, I used to love
why are
watching.
you missing out on? Why did you miss out on him?
I don't think Tana wanted him. If I'm being honest, I don't think Tana wanted him. I think he was working on, Mason Mount and Onana. So yeah, yeah, it was just reports from Italy. To be fair, but just reports from Italy, nothing concrete. And
Someone's made a bot on your account, by the way. There's a bot.
Yeah.
Is there
on your account?
my
Ellie.
account?
No, I'm talking to Ellie.
On mine?
No, I'm talking to Ellie. There's someone who's created a bot on your name.
Yeah, Nippon just blocked them. Nippon just blocked them.
Yeah. Stupid. Anyway, I was just saying about the strangest thing I saw Man United do was get that Weghorst. I mean, what did he do?
Nippon, don't even say anything what I said about Weghorst. No, listen, Weghorst. Nippon, Nippon, don't.
I'm not. I'm not going to say anything. I want you to say to Ellie what you told me about Wout Weghorst.
Well, listen, at the beginning, I backed the.
Go on.
No, because I said it before, anyways. When we signed him, I backed him, and then I think on my own channel.
No, go on. No, the other thing.
Well, the Kane thing.
Yeah, go on. Just say it.
Hang on a minute. Yeah, I was gonna say that. So on my stream, I think it was right at the beginning. Someone asked me, I don't know. Nippon, do you remember who? I don't know if someone asked me, but someone said, would I rather have Weghorst on the short term? I think it was the short term and long term. Then Kane. For me, I got on the giddy train. I said Weghorst, but after that, I was like, yeah, listen, I was wrong about Weghorst and this and that. But
Jesus Christ,
I was mental on that stream, so ignore me. But listen, Kane. If we get Kane,
we don't forget.
Of course, it's still there on my channel. So listen, but now Weghorst, listen, I still didn't get that signing. For me, that was a Glazer signing.
He's not Burnley level, isn't he? He's Burnley's level.
Yeah.
He's not Man United.
It's a typical Glazer signing.
There's levels in football, and he's not a Man United level player. He's a good player. He's not a bad player. He's a decent player, but he's not Man United level. We've had fantastic strikers.
Yeah, it was. For me, it was a typical Glazer signing. But,
yeah.
Right, I have now, Chelsea fan, I've modded you. So now we have one extra mod.
Nice one.
Right.
You need a mod.
Ellie, put a comment on the. I need to make you a mod as well.
Yeah. And when
Just in case, I just.
When you're streaming, send me a notification, because I'm subscribed to your channel, but sometimes I get so many notifications that you can miss one. Just send me a private one, say I'm on today, please become my mod, and I'll come in and I'll do it for you.
Okay. I think I already made you a mod while putting subscriber only mode on. I found how to make people mods while off stream.
Yeah.
So, oh, Box is defending Weggle's tail.
Okay.
Let's see what he has to say.
What team does he support again?
I think he's Man United.
All right.
Weghorst scored 2 goals in the World Cup quarter-finals against Argentina. Does this show the low quality of the World Cup?
Okay, listen. We can talk about World Cup, this and that, but for United, there's nothing what you can say about what was there for United. Like, he just wasn't good enough, and there's a reason why United bought 2 loan players in January instead of actually investing with their own money. So, for me, I didn't get it. I know we needed a striker because of Marshall got injured and stuff, but yeah, listen, Weghorst, for me, I'm happy that we didn't give him a permanent contract, but he just wasn't the right signing, man. I'm sorry, but he just wasn't. So, Box, he can defend for the World Cup and this and that, but yeah. Weghorst great, not for defending.
Look, I don't look. Arrest. He shouldn't care about what he does for the World Cup.
What was that?
I said you shouldn't care about what he does at the World Cup because he's not playing for Man United.
I know that's what
Box.
Yeah, but like if you
Box says
if you have a good World Cup,
Box
right,
says
it bodes well normally for your league side. If you've had you come back from a World Cup and you've played well, it's good for the club as well, because you've got a confident player who's played well in a major tournament.
Yeah.
Nice. Box says I'm downplaying Messi's achievements. Bro, you are shameless.
Downplaying Messi's achievements. Oh my God. You can't downplay. You can't. He's the greatest footballer on earth, isn't he?
Niall has a question for you, Ellie.
Yeah, go on. You got a channel, Ellie. We'll give you a subscribe and support you. Yeah, I have got a channel. It's THFC Ladies Till I Die, but the main channel is THFC Till I Die. So you can subscribe to THFC Till I Die, and then you subscribe to me, because I'm part of both channels. But I do the ladies side, and like I said, I'm going to do a nostalgic show as well for Spurs and for other clubs as well. Like I know a lot about Manchester United history. I'll do Chelsea's, but I won't do Arsenal's. Nah, I'm not stretching to that. I won't give them a mention.
Yeah.
We don't want to pick up Arsenal at all.
Yeah.
Of course not.
No.
Look. The Weghorst loves the horse and hound. Let's see what Mr. B. Are you getting forward? If
Oh, you
Ivan
get.
Tony.
I think he means, are you getting a forward if Tony goes?
Yeah.
Ivan Tony.
Hey, you can go for Wout horse shit
Yeah.
if you sell Ivan
Yeah,
Tony.
better than Mudrick shit.
That's what I do, Box. I do the women's football. So I'm covering the World Cup. I do Ellie's weekend. Sorry, I do Ellie's women's World Cup weeklies. So I've done so far. I've done
Trash
Spain,
versus.
Australia, England, Ireland, Germany, and I've done Brazil. So I've done 6 teams so far.
Nice. Have you done either Greece or Cyprus yet?
No, Greece and Cyprus haven't qualified, but I will do a special on them because that's where my parents are from. So yeah, I'll give them a big up. Yeah.
What, Cyprus or Greece? I never asked. Are you Cypriot or Greek?
No, Greek and Cypriot because my dad was formerly in Kefalonia. They're from Greece, and my mum's from Cyprus. So I'm both. Yeah.
Nice.
Right.
Tony just
I'm
spent a
born in
new
England,
deal
though.
with Betfred. Fair enough.
Where was you born, Nippon?
I was born in. I was actually born in a place called Walthamstow.
Oh, Walthamstow, East London.
Whipps Cross University Hospital. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was actually born in the same hospital as David Beckham and Harry Kane.
Nice one. Come from good stock.
Is it true that David Beckham was at Spurs' academy?
He used to come and train as a young boy, but he wasn't actually in the academy. Not to my knowledge. He wasn't actually an academy boy, but he used to train with the Spurs boys. But then he went to I think his local team was Leyton Orient. But then he signed for Man United. Man United quickly.
They're my local team,
Leyton Orient.
They're my local team, Leyton Orient. Yeah.
Yeah, and Spurs ladies were playing there. Yeah, go on.
I do my I was saying I was quite happy for them when they got promoted into the National League, Leyton Orient.
Yeah, they're doing well. But Spurs ladies were playing at Brisbane Road last year, Leyton Orient. But now we're going to be playing at White Hart Lane because I'm Spurs ladies ambassador because I used to play for Spurs ladies when I was younger, obviously. But I wrote the club so many emails and put in pressure, but a nice pressure, so that the ladies team can play at White Hart Lane. I still call it White Hart Lane. I'm not calling it Spurs Stadium. But they let them play this year. The ladies are going to be playing at White Hart Lane, which is fabulous.
Okay.
I think it's the mic issue. Yeah.
So, in Nippon to EastEnders, here we go. Look, I don't have they'll never accept me because I don't have a Cockney accent.
Yeah. But let's talk about Chelsea, man. Like, what's happening with KC though? Like, what's going on, Nippon?
Look, this is giving me Enzo vibes. I still think we get him.
Apparently, he removed
reached
Chelsea
an impasse. Enzo's deal reached an impasse as well.
Apparently, he removed Brighton from his Instagram bio. So let's see what happens there.
Look,
yeah, man.
It's Brighton just being so stubborn.
But yeah, man.
Saying we're not selling him to you.
Broyer's coming back, so you man are cooking, man. Like Mudrick being shit, like scoring and just fucking. Oh, Mudrick's cooking. Oh.
Okay. You used to have Boutweg horse shit
He's better than Mudrick. Mudrick
on
shit.
your books. Trash versus garbage. How many goals did they score?
See that Arsenal fan
Exactly. They didn't
Wait,
score.
Nippon, did you see that Arsenal fan tweet on Twitter saying Arsenal are going to go invincible this season?
Wait, who said that? Who said that?
I don't even know. Some Arsenal fans said they're going to go invincible or something like that. And then you said that
They think they're going to go invincible this season.
I saw a tweet from you saying that you bookmarked something from an Arsenal fan. I don't know what they said, but yeah. Also, Igal saying Arteta has a plan for Havertz.
Arteta has a plan for Havertz.
Arteta has a plan for. We've got Super Mega Teta.
Super Mega
He
Teta.
knows exactly.
He knows exactly what we need.
Tierney at the back.
Tierney at the back. Gabby in attack. Arsenal gonna win fuck all.
Oh, yeah. Listen, how on earth did that? Who did they play left back? I forgot. They played. So they played Timber. They played. What's his name? Someone remind me in the comment. They played someone over Tierney in left. But that was absolute hilarious. Someone please remind me in the chat, man. Please. Also played the left back. Oh, I forgot who it was, man.
Arsenal played a left back. Was it Cedric Suarez?
No. Tomiyasu, yes. Tomiyasu left back.
Takahiro Tomiyasu. At left
Thank you, Buck. They played Tomiyasu left back instead of Tierney.
Are you?
Oh my god. Listen, Arteta's cooking apparently. That's what they said. He's cooking. Eddie.
Look, they got all giddy after beating some MLS All-Stars.
Nippon, please tell me you saw that Rice video from AFTV. Oh my god. Cecil, mate.
Rice. Oh my god. He never learns, does he?
This Cecil guy. You got a shirt.
First he put
on top of the league as well. You know, the Christmas thing.
No, I'm not gonna badmouth him that much if I'm honest with you, because he interviewed me on AFTV, so I've got to remain professional.
Oh, hey! You gave me that plug. What people are saying in the comments. Yeah, Rice baby. Inverted Arsenals. Exactly. All this inverted nonsense. EastEnders more of a sucks than. Yeah.
Rice. Oh my god. But yeah, big up League Honor, man, for saying it exactly as it is.
Of course. Pochettino, yeah?
Yeah, Pochettino, you know.
It's funny how this gone.
Yeah. Where do you think Arsenal are going to finish this season?
Third. I think they'll finish third, you know. I think City.
Who finished?
You know what? Something tells me City's going to struggle. I don't know. I think they're going to struggle.
But I still think they win the league.
I don't think so.
Who else? Liverpool don't think they're doing nothing.
In my head, I can see Bruno Fernandes lifting that Premier League trophy. Bring it on. It's going to happen.
Are you going to die on this hill?
Last time an English player wore number 7 shirt, Man United, they went on to win the league. Can history repeat itself?
Are you seriously comparing Mason Mount to David Beckham?
Listen, could history repeat itself, Nippon? I think so. If we get in Højlund, Amrabat is my guy, by the way. Baller. Very, very good. Listen, I want to say replacement, but you definitely get minutes, so very good addition to bring on. And then late Kane bid, United are cooking. Where's my guy Vaughan? Because what I saw before I joined the stream, yeah, West Ham are preparing an offer for McTominay as well. Listen, give me 50 million and he's yours. Listen, United need to sell. Well, for me, I think we will sell Fred. I think he's definitely gone. McTominay, I think hopefully he should be gone. Maguire's definitely leaving. Dean Henderson, we're gonna get like 20 to 25 million. Elanga already went. By the way, we've got what? We got 15 mil for Elanga, which is brilliant business for us. Yeah, there we go. 30. Box, I don't know. I don't know what clubs want Fred. I know he's saying Galatasaray, but it depends on the fee that Galatasaray want. Eric Bailly is. Oh yes, Eric Bailly. Listen, for me, if we can get 5 to 8 million for Eric Bailly, then I'll take that. What else? Martial, yeah, he's gonna go to. Listen, United, please sell these players. Then do a late bid, late August for Harry Kane. I will be there, nipping with this coke every single stream. Yeah, listen.
Yeah.
If you wanna hear an exclusive from me, I think this week we're gonna hear the Here We Go for Hoyland, and then Amrabat's probably next week, and then yeah, listen, we're cooking the pun. United are cooking. Be scared, because Mason Mount is about to score against you lot.
I'd rather you win the league than Arsenal.
What do you think about Onana?
Every single day of the week.
Yeah, but what do you think about Onana? Be honest.
Yeah, I rate him.
Yeah.
I mean, he's the reason Man City didn't score more in the Champions League final.
Did you see Ramsdale against us?
Oh my God! These Arsenal fans never learn, do they?
Apparently, but Nippon, he's world class. Apparently, he's better than Onana. He's better than Edison. Apparently, so listen. Yeah, it's what it is, man. Yeah. But now, listen, I just want to say, for Wesley Fofana, I hope everything's good. Just don't listen to the hate, man, because these Chelsea fans are scumbags. So, Fofana, keep your head up. I know you've deleted your Twitter, if I'm right. So, Fofana, just, speedy recovery, and yeah. It's very unfortunate, but looking at
we're not scumbags, okay?
What?
We're not scumbags, okay?
Personal hate, and if you're sending them personal hate and saying, "Oh, you absolute clown" or something, that's a scumbag behavior.
Who's this for? Who's this for?
What? The fan base in general, like the ones that are sending hate to him, they are scumbags.
To who?
To Fofana, Wesley Fofana.
What did they do?
They sent hate to him again because he got injured. Remember, Wesley Fofana got injured again, so they sent hate. No, he's had to delete his Twitter.
That's not a true representation of our fans.
Yeah, I know it isn't. So, yeah. Listen, I wouldn't be surprised if you decides to retire.
And I don't claim any of those idiots either. I don't call them fans. They're idiots. Same way that guy who said 97 not enough was an idiot.
Yeah, he's a fool, but yeah. What was I saying? I wouldn't surprise me if Wesley decides to retire because he's been so unfortunate with his injuries, and that's ways, man. With injuries is just a lot.
I think he recovers from his injuries and goes on to become a good centre back.
Hopefully. But yeah. I'm looking forward to the season, because Mason Mount, Onana, Going from De Gea to Onana. Our back line, I'm happy with it. Midfield, I'm all right with it.
I'm going to make an early prediction of Chelsea, both Chelsea games, both Chelsea Man United. I'm going to make an early prediction and say both end in 0-0 draws.
We are not drawn to Wolves, Nippon. I can guarantee that.
No, I'm talking about when we face each other.
No. We'll be like 4-0 in Old Trafford. 3 or 4-0. Like we did last time under Frank Lampard. Thank you very much for that, Nippon. But yeah.
Frank Lampard. But we've got champagne football at the bridge now.
Yeah, so that's going from Luis Enrique, ooh, to won the treble, now to champagne football.
Yeah, but it's not at it's not at Tottenham though, is it?
No, I can't wait. Mate, Arsenal, Arteta in the Champions League. Oh, I can't wait for that, man. I cannot wait.
I need to look. You know what I'm praying? They won't get in. Are them in Real Madrid able to be in the same group? I don't think they are because
they can get Bayern Munich.
Oh, come on.
I think they can get. Who else did I see? I think they can get Inter, you know.
No, the only look. I want them to face Real Madrid in the last 16. I want them.
Let me check when the draw is. Hang on.
When the draw? Oh, come on! I'll be there. I will be there.
Oh. Wait, what? Monday 24. So not today then. Hang on. What day is that? 31st of August. Cool. I will be there.
What's happening on the 31st of August?
That's the Champions League group stage draw. I will be there. Arsenal to get
what time?
I think it's like 12 or it's the same time that they do. I think it's like 12 in the afternoon, something like that. I think 11 in the morning, something like that. I think. But yeah, I will be potential group: Bayern Munich, Arsenal, AC Milan, Celtic. Oh, hey, if Arsenal get
Bayern Munich potential group.
Bad.
Oh, I secretly want them to get out of the group so that they can face Real Madrid in the last 16.
Celtic. I think we'll get Celtic. We'll just see what happens.
You know, if you know what, oh my God, I never thought I'd be saying this, but when Arsenal play Celtic, oh my God, I probably have to wash my soap out with my mouth. What? I'd probably have to wash my mouth out with soap and water after saying this.
No, you would want Celtic to win, Nippon. Come on.
No, not after their scumbag behaviour after the Queen died. No. I used to hate Arsenal more than Celtic, but not anymore. I mean, you don't make fun of someone of the dead and expect me to respect you.
Yeah, but that's not the club itself. That's the fan base itself, not the club overall. But yeah, I get what you mean. Champions League finals at Wembley.
You know what?
I know that. Yeah.
You know what? Put it this way, forget it. You know what? I take my word back. I hope they both lose. That's how I see it. I hope they both lose.
Champions League finals at Wembley. So listen, United, our Wembley record. We won there once. We lost there once. I wouldn't mind that, you know. Man United versus. Listen, I would actually
imagine this: a Manchester derby at Wembley in a Champions League final.
Listen, it is what it is. Revenge from the FA Cup.
And you know what? If that happens, I think you guys will win. Because in a one-off game, no, it won't happen because we did not qualify for the Champions League.
He's clearly joking around, but yeah. Imagine Man United versus Arsenal. Oh, listen, if
You know
Arsenal,
what? I'll probably just hire a Man United top just for that day if that happened.
that's if Arsenal even get past the group stage. Yeah.
If they do, if you know what, if they somehow managed, I need a forfeit if Arsenal actually reach the Champions League final.
They won't. They won't. They won't. It's just chill out.
Yeah, they won't. But yeah, did this fall through? By the way,
they're still talking.
Because it's gone quiet.
The thing is, Romano said that here
That's
we
very
go. Romano said that here we go. So I don't know what's going on. Like
that's very unusual of City that in talks with. Starting to move like Chelsea City are.
I don't know. For me, I don't even rate Guardiola that much. I don't rate him that highly. Especially what the free Leipzig Oxford. Nah, you're crazy, mate. You're crazy, but yeah.
No, come on, but he's going to City. Pep will improve him 100%.
We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I'm surprised City have been very, very quiet, this window.
I am surprised.
Because
Wait, did you say this window or did you? I misheard what you said. Did you say this window or Bismillah?
No. This window, because obviously they got rid of Mahrez.
Okay, sorry, because I heard Bismillah, and I only know one YouTuber that says that before he starts every show.
Grizz gone.
No, not him. That person is also a Liverpool fan, by the way.
Oh, is it Don Newsom?
He always starts his streams by saying Bismillah Rahman Rahim.
Yeah.
Big up Hussam though, every single time.
Oh, we might be bidding over 50 for Brendan. Listen, Brentford. Yeah. Listen, you can bid 50 million for Maguire as well. Brentford.
Who's Brennan Johnson?
But yeah, where was I? City, yeah, they've been a bit quiet, man. They got rid of Mahrez, stuff and that. Losing key players, so let's just see what happens.
City are moving like Chelsea. So yeah, City and Carl Walker might join Bayern Munich. Well, the more English players that go abroad, the better it is. More British, English, British. Laporte wants to leave. Where will they go? Where will he go, though? Arrest, are you okay?
I'm okay. I'm okay. Who's that? Where will who go? Nippon.
I have no idea.
Oh, what for Liverpool? Yeah, I don't even know. Might go sit. I don't even know. You know.
You know who else might go to Bayern Munich? And I didn't know why I didn't talk about this when Ellie was on this stream. Harry Kane.
Nah, he's coming to us. Nippon. He's Man United bound. Harry Kane, do the right thing, mate.
Can you?
Come to United, win some trophies. Win some trophies. You can
But
guarantee.
he's guaranteed. He's guaranteed a trophy every season at Bayern Munich.
Yeah,
The
but
same can't be said about Man United.
Gonna go there and stop his, because I know he wants to break his record and stuff. So he's gonna want to stay in the Premier League. So the only club that I see interested.
Can he not do that? Can he not do that by, say, going to Bayern Munich, win the league, and then come back to England, like through Man United, and then win some trophies there, and then go back to Tottenham and retire there?
I don't even know if that's possible for him to be, but yeah, we'll just see what happens. But yeah, United will get Hoyland and then Sofian Amrabat. Oh, this guy.
I rate that Amrabat guy. So, what are your thoughts on Tonali going to Newcastle?
I feel like Milan forced him to leave, to be fair. I feel like I don't feel like Tonali actually wanted to go to Newcastle, but we'll just see. We'll just see how Tonali does.
But Milan didn't want him. He wanted Milan, but Milan didn't want him. And that's the sad reality.
Yeah.
Anyway, what it says on my video title is something we haven't actually talked about yet. What are your thoughts on Saudi Arabia launching an unprecedented £330 million bid for France international Kylian Mbappé?
Listen, if Mbappé decides to join there, I've lost all my respect for Mbappé. But if I'm being honest, I've lost all my respect because
If he goes, I'm going to sound really stupid by saying this, but if Kylian Mbappé joins the Saudi Pro League, he has less ambition than Harry Kane. And that's something I never thought I'd be saying.
He was meant to join Real Madrid, but listen, I think Real Madrid preferred to bid him in January, but that's crazy offer from Saudi. But yeah, I don't even know, man. Mbappe, if he accepts it, he's lost my respect for him.
Yeah, but don't you think, like, say if he joins a team in Saudi, like he can just play there for a year and then get his move to Real Madrid? Fox is asking me if I've adopted a Saudi team yet. No. And I don't think I will. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, when I just saw the private chat, I am just trying to think what we haven't covered. I think we've covered everything.
Yeah,
Like we've covered Harry Kane, we've covered Kylian Mbappé. So, yeah, I think that's all for tonight, folks. We've covered everything, all the major stories. But knowing my luck, as soon as I press end, another story will break. But yeah, with that being said, since she's not here, I'm gonna big up Ellie. You can go subscribe to her 2 channels, THFC Till I Die and THFC Till I Die Women's. And Arrest, where can people find you?
Yeah, and you can find me on YouTube or Football, Twitter or where I'm more active on there. But yeah, YouTube streams are coming soon. Premier League streams are back, so do subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, big up family on.
Big up, big up. And you can find me on all those socials below. You can find me as a regular caller on Football Carnage TV, ran by the Big Six's very own Grizz Khan. And you can also find me as an on and off panelist on Worldwide Chelsea, ran by my good friend Sadiq. Big up Sadiq. Go subscribe to both of those channels if you haven't already. Worldwide Chelsea and Football Carnage TV. And yeah, you can find me floating around on the football content creation world, on Spaces, on live streams. And with that being said, I shall see you all in the next video. Laters. Don't go anywhere, Arrest. I need to speak.